You're with Julian on the Brown Note and the hypocrisy of Trump and Vance on European military expenditure and migrant intake. So, JD Vance, I'm still struggling to get my head around the fact that that's the vice president on the world stage, given my 0 out of 10 review of Hillbilly Elegy a few years back, my number one worst film of that year, in a large part to how unsympathetic I thought that JD Vance was as a human being. Went to Europe for his big show-off gig, and instead of mentioning anything like Ukraine, berated Europe on military expenditure and bringing in so many brown-skinned migrants to destroy Western values into Europe. And that's been a core theme of the Republican Party as it's lurched to the fascist right in over the last 20 years. You know, America shouldn't be the one saving Europe all the time. America shouldn't be stumping up so much money. Europe needs to pay its way when it comes to military expenditure. And I just mentioned that Europe actually pays more than America towards both aid and military aid to Ukraine. So now, none of this mentions the elephant in the room, and neither do our media, which is that most of the reasons for that military expenditure being necessary and that migrant intake being necessary are American wars. These are all American wars that the EU has had to back up. It wasn't the European Union invading Afghanistan. It wasn't the European Union invading Iraq, two of the most illegal acts this century. But we sent troops and spent billions of dollars. We didn't try and destabilize and overthrow the regime in Libya, causing great catastrophes. We didn't try and do the same in Syria or Iran. This is all from America. We've been backing up their wars. Most of the huge influx of immigrants from areas like the Middle East into Europe has been a result of American wars. They're the ones that have done all of this. It's not like they're backing up our wars. Even Australia sent troops to these places to back up America. And now they're acting like, oh, we can't keep supporting you. We can't keep supporting them. Especially if they throw it in our face and leave us with the mess. Who is the one supporting Israel? It's America. And America just massively emboldened Russia under Trump. So now they're on the watchtowers all along the old Iron Curtain in Europe waiting for Russia to invade. That didn't need to happen. America was the leading backer of the overthrow of the government in Ukraine in 2013 and the leading sponsor of the war in Ukraine on behalf of Ukraine. They act like we're the ones that they're propping up, but places like France and Germany haven't unilaterally decided to illegally go to war against countries or back people that are behaving in a genocidal manner. And they make out like we're the ones that are, you know, the charity case. We wouldn't need half this military budget if it wasn't for America in the first place.